I get a lot of questions about low supply, and I want to talk to you guys about the difference between low supply and cluster feeding, because there's very distinct differences in between both of them. My name's Nikki. I'm a registered nurse. More importantly, I'm a board certified lactation consultant, and I want to support you in your journey. But I think this gets really confusing for moms. So the distinct difference between low supply and cluster feeding is that when it's low supply, you won't see wet and poopy diapers. You won't see positive gains in your baby. And you'll have a baby who, while they're on breast, is constantly trying to get milk and is not satisfied. They're not doing rhythmic suck, swallow, breathes. They're not staying on for a long time. Cluster feeding looks very different. It's just a natural, normal way for your baby to, one, get the calories that they need, but two, also maybe give your supply a little boost. Cluster feeding is very different because you will see your baby go through those 3 phases of eating like I talk about. The active eating, the rhythmic suck, swallow, breathes. That goes on for a little while. Remember, we're not using a clock. That's going to move into the second phase where your baby starts to slow down on their eating because they're trying to register in their brain whether they're full or not. And then it's going to be followed by just satiation, where baby's going to go to breast and just do little to no activity. All 3 of those phases are hit when there's cluster feeding. When it's low supply, most of those phases are missed. So that's how you're going to tell the difference. And remember, if your baby is having adequate wet and poopy diapers and is gaining, it's probably not low supply. It's probably cluster feeding. And while it's hard to go through and it's very hard to sit in those moments and the anxiety creeps in, remind yourself of the positives and stay in that. Cluster feeding and low supply look completely different once you break them down, but can feel a little scary. Hang in there, sweet mama. You've got this. If you guys want better ways and more ways to support me in my journey to help you, because I love doing this, click on the link in my bio and join my Patreon community. Have a good one.